uh, right now. Again, thank you, everyone. I am Vice Chancellor Farah Marie Gomes, your Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs here at the University of Hawaii at Hilo. The Office of Student Employment does report through Student Affairs, and it is our pleasure today to host the first ever virtual student employment fair. Momentarily, I am going to turn this over to Marcy Martinez, who is our student employment coordinator on campus. But I just want to recognize the hard work of Marcy as well as Renelle Espanola, who works in the student employment office, and their student employees who provide support to our student employment supervisors, as well as our student employees year round. And so at this time, it gives with you that we have 19 units, 19 departments that are going to share. Some of them are from the same department, but you'll see very clearly that the types of job opportunities they have vary significantly. So we wanted to give them a few minutes to be able to highlight what they're sharing. Once presenters come on board, it's going to go quick, right? We've asked all presenters to try to be as crisp as possible, give you their job opportunity in 2 minutes so that we can get through all of them and stay under a minute, stay under an hour mark here. So if it's too fast and you want more information, pop into the chat a private message to me. I can connect you directly with the individual who presented to make sure that you can get any questions answered. And we'll also share with you the student employment email address in case there are other questions that you want to follow up on afterwards. All right, so with no further ado, I'm going to turn to Marcy, who will facilitate the vast majority of today's session. Thank you, Marcy.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our first ever virtual student employment job fair. We're going to start out this morning with a first, just a quick commercial so you can kind of get an idea of some of the opportunities we have on campus. And then I'll be back and then I'll start to introduce our presenters. Can you double check her to see if Renelle has screen share? Okay. Oh, she got it now.
There you go. Renelle, you may need to, if you can pause that, you may need to go back out. We're not hearing sound. So if you go back all the way out and then when you click to come in, make sure you click the box at the bottom that says share sound. Let's try that.
Thank you, Renelle. So we're going to get right into our presenters. The first presenter we have this morning is going to be from financial aid. We're going to start talking this morning first with office related jobs, and we're going to kick it off with Nani from financial aid.
Thanks, Marcy. Hi, everyone. I'm here today to share about the financial aid office assistant position. I wanted to start by sharing that currently 4 of the 6 full-time staff within our office actually began as student assistants in the financial aid office, including myself. So with that, we really do invest a lot into our student employees, and we truly believe that the connections you make while working on campus will be with you long after you graduate and leave UH Hilo. For this job, I do feel that it's for the student who wants to learn, grow, and develop in their soft skills. So things like communication, problem solving, and critical thinking. The skills that you learn in our office can be really applied to any career that you choose after you leave UH Hilo. Some people think that financial aid experience may be needed, but we do provide all the necessary training you need to do your job effectively. And I wanted to just highlight 3 main parts of the position. First are the front end duties. So we do rely on our students to help us with answering the phone, assisting with walk-ins at the front counter, and fielding any financial aid questions that may come up. Second is the intake and handling of very important financial aid documents. And third is helping with any outreach efforts that we may have through calling campaigns or by helping us review any email communications that we send to students. So if this sounds like something that interests you, if helping your fellow students interests you, making connections, growing those skills for your resume, I really look forward to talking with you about the opportunity. And even if it doesn't interest you and you have questions about financial aid, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'll leave my email in the chat section here. Thank you.
Thank you, Nani. So staying in the same theme of office related, we're going to actually bring on a representative from the registrar's office, and that will be Chablis.
Hey everyone, my name is Chablis, and I am the student supervisor and star builder in the office of the registrar. And as Nani, I started as a student worker and now I am a staff, which is great. So there is definitely room for growth here. So our office students are a big part of our office. We have 6 total, and actually 4 of them are graduating. So we do currently have 3 student positions that will be opening very shortly, so look out for these. We have our certification and registration assistant. This position entails answering our main office email. They provide certification letters, which are official letters our office generates at the request of our students. These letters are requested for many reasons, whether it be for scholarship or to maintain your medical insurance. The student also will help with registration. So anything registration related, this position will be your go-to person. This position, we are looking at opening it up at the start of the spring semester, but we just wanted to get it on your radar. We also have our graduation assistant who answers our graduation email. This person works closely with our graduation specialists and anything graduation related. So this includes like change of major forms, applying for graduation, requesting for mods for your degree, picking up your diploma, changing your catalog year. So this position pretty much just helps our students get to that track of you're ready to graduate. Lastly, we have our STAR ambassador who answers our STAR email. They also assist our STAR degree audit coordinator with all STAR related projects. This includes things like building the double majors in STAR, looking at older major requirements, and making changes if needed. They also work on this really important banner security report to ensure everyone who has access to this is up to date. We do plan on hiring for this position mid-August, so next month, so definitely look out for that. And then all of these positions are amazing stepping stones for future career opportunities, whether you want to pursue business or be an accountant. Office jobs are just a great place to start. So yeah, if you want to reach out, just let us know.
Thank you, Chablis. We're going to stay on the topic of office related, moving over to the Office of the Chancellor, and we will have Lori present her position opportunities.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. And I just want to talk about what we have in our office. So let's see. Okay, so in the Office of the Chancellor, we have 2 student assistant positions that we will be hiring this semester. And a little bit about the position. It is open at this time, and we'll be hiring a federal work study and 1 UH Hilo funded position. So the hours per week will be about 10 hours, depending on class schedules. And it will be between the hours of 8 to 4:30, Monday through Friday. So however the work schedules fit in with your class schedules. And the basic duties, we have general clerical duties. That includes the reception of guests and visitors to our office, answering phones, typing, filing, photocopying, errands, and other duties as needed. As far as qualifications, we would really appreciate if you have good phone etiquette and people skills. Experience with Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel is very helpful. And finally, dependable and punctual. So we will train you, and we can train you with all the skills that are needed to be successful in the office. And being dependable and punctual is something that you will possess. So that's what we have to offer. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lori. So our next presenter up is a little bit of a different type of an office related position. This is going to be from the Student Medical Services, and Heather is going to present for us today.
Aloha, my name is Dr. Hirata. I run the medical clinic here at the university. It is a regular medical clinic, so you get all of that experience, including all of the kind of skills that the last presenter went over. We also do a lot of clerical stuff and office kind of stuff. Currently, I have 4 positions open for a student nursing assistant. The hours are the same, 8 to 4:30. We have lunch from 12 to 1. We need morning and afternoon shifts covered. It's an excellent opportunity to learn, especially if you're interested in anything in the medical field. And that could be pharmacy, nursing, kinesiology, psychology, any of those interests that you have in pursuing that kind of professional career. You will get just wonderful experience. So we have phone calls that you have to answer, things that paperwork you have to deal with, students that are patients that are coming in. You learn how to check in patients, how to do tests, how to do procedures. And it's just a really excellent place to work. So I encourage you, if you're interested in that field, to please go on Seeki and apply for our positions, because we need the help, and it'd be great to have folks on board. Most of my students, I've had students that have worked there for 6 years. So most of the students that come, they stay until they graduate. And that's really nice to be a part of that whole journey for them. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hirata. Next up is our Student Support Services Program, presenting some different positions there, including items that include student engagement.
Aloha, everyone. I'm Val Odachi with Student Support Services Program. We have a couple positions that we are we're looking for students to work in our office. One is an office assistant, and like many of those positions before, you need to be proficient in things like Microsoft Office. We appreciate if you have knowledge of Google Suites. And of course, customer service, you'll be answering phones and dealing with a lot of information. So if details are your specialty and you have great attention to detail, we could really use you. There'll be a lot of database management, some typing, word processing, spreadsheet use. And we really want somebody who's going to be friendly, be a good, great face for our program, because we're always trying to recruit new students. So we're a federally funded program, and we actually serve only about 200 students from the UH Hilo population each year. And those students come from the first generation or low income backgrounds. And we really give them a lot of attention so that they can succeed during their time here at UH Hilo. Aside from the office assistant position that does, basic office work like that, we're also looking for tutors, and that position is has a lot to do with our. And let me switch over so you can see our next flyer there. Oh, sorry. Can you guys see it's for for tutors? Marcy, can you see that? Okay, thanks. So we're looking for peer tutors. Now, this position, we're probably looking for anywhere between 2 to 5 students. We have specialized tutoring for our population that we serve, and we're really looking for students who can tutor in the business field, so accounting, finance, marketing management, and also biochemistry, sciences, psych, and whatnot. Also, high level of confidentiality for both of these positions, but basically people who will help us out with our program, getting the word out and getting students to join us. But if you love working with people, please come see us at Student Support Services Program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Val, for that. Next up, we're going to have representatives from Kilohana, which is our Academic Student Success Center.
Thank you, Marcy. Thank you, Farah, for organizing this. My name is Carla Hayashi. I'm the director for Kilohana, and I'd like to welcome all of you who are participating today and considering various options in terms of student employment. I am actually going to turn it over to Corinne Kim, who is the STEM coordinator for Kilohana, but most importantly, she is the student supervisor for all of our employees. So Corinne will be going over the details of the positions that we're recruiting for this upcoming academic year. And our primary focus is peer tutoring, but we offer peer tutoring in a number of subjects. So I will turn that over to Corinne.
Thanks, Carla. Hi, everyone. My name is Corinne. Like Mrs. Hayashi mentioned, I supervise the student employees. So we are looking to hire student tutors for biology and chemistry, for computer science, for math, and for writing. So if you did well in any of those subject areas, you enjoy working with your peers, you want them to succeed academically, then these tutor positions might be for you. We look for Kilohana tutors who are effective communicators with a wide spectrum of student learners. We need our tutors to work well with others and to have done well in their introductory courses. So introductory math, introductory computer science, etc. It's also important to note that you don't have to be majoring in those subjects to be a tutor in those subjects. We have writing tutors who are STEM majors, and they kind of go vice versa. So as long as you did well and you want to work with your fellow students, this could be for you. As employers, we do our best to provide a respectful environment and the support that you need. And we also would like you to leave us with the skills that better prepare you for employment after college as well. If you are interested in learning more, you can search us up on Seeki under tutoring and filter for UH Hilo, or you can click the link in our bio on our Instagram page as well. It links you to our position openings. Our Instagram page is UHH Kilohana. So thank you for your time. We look forward to hopefully working with you next semester. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us as well. If not, that's all. And we look forward to, hopefully working with you. Thank you.
Hi, and I just popped into the chat to everyone the email addresses for Corinne and myself if you are interested, or if you just have some general questions about the positions, which are posted in Seeki. So again, thank you.
Thank you, Corinne, and thank you, Carla, for that. And then just as a quick reminder too, as we get to the end of the session, we will be giving some more instruction to the students here, so you will have a better idea of how to apply for these positions that you're interested in. So next up, We're going to keep with academics, and we're moving into the library.
Hello, everyone. My name is Natalia, and I work in the administration office of the library. So this coming semester, we're looking to hire quite a few students because we'll be opening for longer hours as well as having more floors open than we've had since the beginning of the pandemic. So we're kind of getting back to full capacity. So we're looking to hire 8 new students in total, 7 of which would be for the circulation department, which does include some public-facing duties such as, manning the front desk and dealing with patrons directly, as well as answering phones and other duties like reshelving materials and all, loanable materials. And our last position open is for the Hawaiian collection, which would be a lot of very similar duties to that of the circulation department, but just in a smaller environment within that one collection. So the overall goal of the library is to provide excellent service for the university community, which includes faculty and staff as well as students. And we also provide some services for public patrons as well. So if you like helping people or working with people, or you would like some public facing duties, it might be a good fit for you. We're offering 15 to 20 hours for our new students. And same as all these other positions, it's around your class schedule and other availability. So if any of this sounds like a good fit for you, please apply. We'll be posting it around mid-August. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Natalia. So we're going to shift gears a bit into more technology-focused positions, and we're going to move into university relations.
Mahalo, Marcy, for the introduction. Aloha, my name is Nisa Kushi, and I'm the UH Hilo Director of Institutional Marketing. Just wanted to share a brief presentation with you. Are you passionate about video, photography, or social media? Then why not get paid to do something you love? The Office of University Relations is hiring for 3 positions. We have 2 videographer photographers and 1 social media assistant eligible for federal work study. Our positions pay $13.05 an hour with schedules tailored around your classes, and they're very conveniently located at PB 21 on campus. In the past, our videographer photographers took on projects like the Vulcan Vibe, where we film stories of our UH Hilo Ohana and take photos of campus events, class activities, and commencement. And our social media assistant position offers the chance to basically reinvent UH Hilo's Instagram and Facebook, including helping to oversee the growth of the accounts, as well as the student social media takeover program. So come and be a part of a team that values fun, creativity, and most of all, you. If you have any questions about the positions, please feel free to reach out to me anytime at nkushi@hawaii.edu or 932-7668. I look forward to meeting all of you. Mahalo.
Thank you, Nisa. So keeping in the theme of technology, we're going to move on to the computing center.
Hi, good morning. I'm Clay Raposa. I'm the interim Vice Chancellor for Administrative Affairs and have been serving as acting Computing Center Director since January. The Computing Center and Help Desk is a big part of the UH Hilo organization designed to keep operations running smoothly. We handle everything from individual technical problems to network outages. End users usually consist of student workers, staff, and faculty that call upon our services to resolve issues they experience within the UH grounds and also remotely. Help desk support staff are tasked with answering phones and providing help to the end users that are experiencing a problem and need to get resolved in a timely manner. Today, we had 2 of our help desk support techs here, but the office is always open. So we have Blaine to help answer some of your questions.
Can you guys hear me? All right. We're looking for amazing students with good attitudes and work ethics, who are team players and who have a willingness to learn and listen and comprehend technology. While working at the computing center, these students will be working in a positive and flexible environment, learn the basic computer, laptop, and networking skills, learn audio, video, and equipment within the classroom and their layouts and functions, build confidence to troubleshoot and problem solve skills. Some of the outcomes that when they leave the computing center would include established long-term skills like troubleshooting and problem solving skills, tech innovator and being savvy, work experience, and hopefully future job opportunities, professionalism, personal fulfillment and value, and the sense of belonging and caring with trusted colleagues. On a typical day, we can expect 25 to 30 phone calls to the help desk. The help desk team can be contacted multiple ways: by phone, email, also by creating a trouble ticket online that gets assigned to one of our help desk team members and is also documented. Every day is a different scenario. What we do is fix computers, transfer, backup data, set up new systems, install software, hardware for end users. We troubleshoot and problem solve, where sometimes it can be easy to very complicated issues on a daily basis. So basically, it's never a dull moment. So come join our team. Thanks.
Thank you, Kalei and Blaine. Moving right along, we're going to keep a little bit on track, but we're going to also transition a little bit over to admissions.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Amanda Yalap, and I am I'm an admissions counselor at the UH Hilo Admissions Office. I used to be a student worker. I was actually a student worker at this office for about 3 years. When I graduated, I transitioned over into professional staff because I just love this office so much. This office keeps busy. Our student workers are strong and integral members of our team. That's team with a capital T. And because admissions is at the front line, we are the open door to everybody in the community around the world. We handle so many things. We handle students coming in, prospective students, we handle recruitment, and our student workers are a big part of that. So I've broken down the student assistant role into 3 dynamic roles. The first one is your ambassadorial role, where you work as a tour guide and are on student panels. You talk to high school students and you inspire new students who are coming in. You introduce the university and all of that good stuff. Our second one is our clerical role, where you handle confidential information. If you love math and if you love statistics, we do data inputs a lot and other office related duties. And then our third one is our mentorship role. I call it our mentorship role because you are guiding students through the admissions process over to advising, to first year experience, and essentially just instilling that sense of belonging to the university for those students that are coming in. And so our student workers are a very big part of the admissions team, very important. And that's essentially what they do. And they're very much appreciated in our office. The second part of that, if you are interested, we are looking for social media people to be a part of our team. So you would be handling our Instagram and other postings. If you love video editing, or if you're super into TikTok, you can even see a couple of our videos in the UH Hilo Admissions social media, Instagram page under Reels, and you can see those videos that our previous social media students have done. So if you're interested, our job posting is called Student Assistant / Tour Guide, and I hope to see a couple of you folks there soon. Bye.
Thank you, Amanda. So next up, we're going to have our presenter from our Women's Center and LGBTQT+ Center, Kim.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kim. I am the coordinator for the Diversity Center here. So just a quick overview of what the Diversity Center is and what we do. So we're actually a collaboration between the Women's Center and the LGBTQ+ Center. And a lot of what we do is based upon education and advocacy. So we're always trying to find ways to make our campus more inclusive and equitable. So we will have a few positions open as a Diversity Center student support member. We will have some positions open, both federal work study and non-federal work study. And we're looking for about 10 to 15 hours a week, typically Monday through Friday, with potentially some night hours involved, just based upon events. But some of our main responsibilities will be event support and providing office coverage for the centers. And then also managing our social media and website accounts. And then it also provides students the opportunity to network with campus and community organizations. So this position is a great way to kind of get involved in campus life, make connections with other students and faculty, and really kind of venture out into the campus life here at UH Hilo. So those positions will be opening up very soon, and we look forward to seeing who applies. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Kim. So moving along with the theme of student engagement, next up is our first year experience representative.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Okay, just want to introduce myself. So I'm Chris Wong, and I'm currently the Transfer Student Program Manager here at First Year Experience. So I want to start off with some bullet points from our mission statement. It's a little longer, so I'm not going to read it off, but pretty much we promote academic and social success for students, develop long-lasting connections, and create a sense of ohana within our community for a student ambassador position. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so we're looking for fun folks who love to put on programs and interact with other students. Often our student ambassadors are the first people that students see coming onto campus with our orientation, and when we used to do airport shuttles and such, we'd get to know them. And pretty much we serve as a guide for first year students throughout their campus and academic journey. Okay, if you are a first year freshman or transfer student and you haven't signed up for orientation, now is the time. With our deadline coming up on the 29th, orientation dates are on Wednesday, August 17th and Thursday, August 18th. Pretty much we'll be going through a bunch of different resources on campus and partnering with different folks to get you more prepared. And if you're a returning staff member, we're also promoting. These are some past examples. And our dual role is also as a mentor collective student. Pretty much we pair up bigs and littles so that you can help them through their first year. And then here are some other examples of programs that students have put on. Okay, if you're interested, come contact us. We're excited to have you join the team. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. So moving on to our next group, we have Kipuka Native Hawaiian Student Center and the Ho'olau Peer Mentoring.
Hi, aloha kako. I'm Keelan. I'm the Transfer Bridge Coordinator here at Kipuka, but I have Alana here. She's a current mentor that's gonna speak on our behalf.
Aloha mai kako. Like Kaylin said, I'm Alana Kiskren Sabagala from Kipuka Native Hawaiian Student Center, specifically Ho'olau Peer Mentorship Program. Wow, that's a mouthful. Basically, as a peer mentor, you come in and you get paired with a handful of incoming students. This basically means you send them updates, events, things going on around campus. I don't know about you guys, but when I was an incoming freshman, I was really lost and I had a lot of questions. Luckily, I had a peer mentor to help me kind of overcome those stress and concerns. Secondly, as a peer mentor, you're responsible for Kalakaua Lab. This basically means you facilitate if somebody comes in, needs to print, has questions about registration or things like that. And we also plan events for students on campus. So these events are planned, created, and facilitated completely by peer mentors. And they can be basically anything from Lauka Pala to Ava Jams, where everybody hangs out and sings to their heart's content. And you don't have to be a Hawaiian Studies student to work for Kipuka. For me, Kipuka has never really been a job. It's been more of fun and just gaining experiences and friendships that kind of lasted so far throughout my whole college experience. And also if you're on scholarships and you need some community service hours, Kipuka is perfect because we go out and we malama different areas along with taking care of our mala on campus. And it's also just an area to create positive relationships with your mentees, your coworkers, your superiors, and everybody around us. I know I said a lot, so if you guys have any questions, follow us on Instagram. We post a lot. We have a lot of our peer mentor videos up on there and more information. Mahalo.
Thank you, Kaylin and Alana. We are now going to wrap up student engagement with the Student Health and Wellness Program.
Aloha mai kako. O ui ko ui noa. My name is Ui. I am the Student Health and Wellness Program Coordinator and Prevention Educator, and I supervise our student wellness team. Student Health and Wellness Programs promotes our campus mental health, medical and prevention services on campus. We table at campus events and collaborate with other offices on campus. We are located in the Student Services Center on the second floor across from counseling, and we work closely with the faculty and staff there. Student Health and Wellness Programs is responsible for the stall talks and lifeline cards you see on campus in the restrooms. We also do monthly relaxation stations, free STI and HIV screenings on campus, occasional workshops and trainings, and we manage our website and social media. So we're looking for a creative, motivated, and interested wellness team member. Last semester, we had a wonderful staff of 3 student workers from around the world. They worked 10 to 15 hours a week. They helped with programming, our social media marketing, some data input, and website management. So we had a student that was a kinesiology major that helped create a walking program on campus. We had another marine biology student who was really savvy with Canva and helped with our flyer creation and things like that and posting to Instagram. And then we had another business major who helped with creating a resource page on our website and things of that kind. You can find us on the web at hilo.hawaii.edu/wellness. We're also on Instagram at Vulcan_wellness. And when our job postings are ready, we'll be posting them to Siki and as well on the UH Hilo app and in person. So mahalo nui loa and lau mai ka'i. Have a great day.
Mahalo ui. We're now moving on to university housing. And Landon's going to present for us today.
Aloha kako, my name is Landon, and like many of my colleagues, I was also a student worker in my department when I was an undergrad. So I'm just going to take a couple minutes to go through our open opportunities. So just a quick overview of like the different perks of working for housing. Number one is it's super close to where you live, so very time convenient. We employ a large student staff team of over 30 student staff. So when you work with such a huge team and you live in close proximity to your coworkers, you really develop a strong social circle all across campus. We are a 24/7 operation, so our student staff have a wide array of different times that they can work. So not just the school days, but also over night shifts and weekend shifts. So it may provide a lot more flexibility to your schedule. And also advancement opportunities. So you can work your way up to being a conference support 3 or a senior resident assistant. and actually get hands-on supervisory experience over your peer coworkers, which is a huge resume booster. This is just a quick list of all of our different job opportunities, about half of which are open right now or will be open soon. Our front-facing office positions include office aide who manages our housing applications, our office assistants manage our front desks at each of the residence halls, and our mail clerks oversee the distribution of mail throughout the dorms. If you don't like being in an office and you'd rather be up on your feet and being up and about, we also have facility maintenance like these boys down here. They take care of our facilities in Aloponua and Kanilehua, and also conference support over summer houses a variety of different educational groups. And then lastly, if you're interested in something more peer mentorship and student activities, we do have the RA and SRA positions. Those two are required to live on campus, but the rest of the positions are open to commuter students as well. And you can feel free to take a quick screenshot of this contact page. If you have any questions, please feel free to send us an email or give us a call, or also follow us on our Instagram account. We do post regular updates, especially when it comes to staffing. So we hope to have some of you join us in the fall.
Mahalo, Landon. Continuing on that theme of being up and about and keeping the campus running, we have our representative from Auxiliary Services to present opportunities they have in their department. Okay, I don't see their representative on. Is there anyone in their world who would like to present? If not, then we can move on to the next.
Hey, Marcy, I'll go ahead and say something.
Thank you, Clay.
So again, I'm Clay, the Interim Vice Chancellor for Admin Affairs, and Auxiliary Services falls under my unit. In Auxiliary Services, we're going to be trying something new, and it's looking for students who are willing to help with our grounds and maintenance. For those students who like to be outside and work on projects dealing with campus beautification, this is a new thing that we're trying to do. Also in Auxiliary Services, we hire students into the mailroom and the parking office. So if you have any questions, then you can just drop me a line in the chat and I'll try to answer as best as I can. Thanks.
Mahalo, Kalei. So we're going to shift gears into sports and recreation. And we do have our campus rec representative. First one coming up. Christina.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Christina, and I'm the Assistant Aquatics Director here at Campus Recreation. I was also a student employee and worked in many roles at Campus Recreation, including as a lifeguard, summer swim instructor, and a Red Cross instructor, as well as with our outdoor adventure program. So the position that I'll be talking about today is our lifeguarding position. Something to note about this position is that we do teach Red Cross lifeguarding certification. So if you're not already a certified lifeguard, you can take one of our certification courses and become a lifeguard. Our pool is open from 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. on weekdays, and we also have weekend hours. So there's a wide variety of hours that you can work. In addition to developing life-saving, swimming, and customer service skills, we offer many opportunities to work in other roles, such as with our outdoor adventure program as a trip leader, van driver, and support staff. We also offer further Red Cross training and teaching opportunities, scuba certifications, and additional employment opportunities with our scuba and Red Cross training programs. During the summer, we have our Kiki Learn to Swim summer program, and many of our teaching staff are our lifeguarding staff. So if you have a love for the water, if you're interested in learning and furthering your life-saving skills, working with students and our community, please consider applying for this position. Thank you.
Mahalo, Christina. We have our final presenter, also from Campus Recreation in position. Look like she's ready to do her presentation. Welcome, Shelby.
Hi, good morning. My name is Shelby Benano Fleming. I'm the intramural or competitive sports coordinator over at UH Hilo. For right now, we have all of our indoor sports, they're late night sporting activities from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. We have volleyball, basketball, indoor soccer, dodgeball. We also have a ton of other things that we can do outside of the gym. We could do kickball, softball, flag football. We also coordinate with other departments within the campus, like housing. We've done a couple of events with them. Go in the dark dodgeball. So really what we're looking for, I have 2 more positions available. So your requirements would be experience in these various sports. You would be officiating and keeping score. Weeknights aren't only the things that we coordinate for, but we also have things on Sundays for like College of Pharmacy. We do basketball for them as well. But we just like to expand more on our other recreation activities and try to get more things out there for our students. So if this is something you'd be interested in, we would love to have you.
Thank you, Shelby. So that was our final presenter. And now you're wondering, how do I get that job? How do I apply? So we're going to move right into that now. Earlier in the chat, we did have the link for the CIKI. We're going to put that in there one more time for you folks. So you'll log into CIKI, and from CIKI, you're going to create yourself a profile. There we go. So eligibility these are the requirements for eligibility. If you have any questions about that, or when you go to log in for the position, you see that you are having some concerns or it's showing that you're ineligible, contact our office and I'll look into it and see what we can do about getting you up and running. You'll log into CIKI and you'll create yourself a profile. From there, you'll also be able to start looking for jobs. So we want to keep things simple with CIKI. We don't want to make it too complicated for the search because we want to make sure you're able to find what it is you're looking for. So when you go in, you're going to select UH Hilo as your campus. You will leave the other areas blank. And then the eligibility section that says jobs that I'm eligible for, it will automatically default to that. And from there, if you just click search, it'll take you to the listing of jobs that are here at UH Hilo on campus. Once you get your search results, these are going to populate all the jobs that you're actually eligible for. These are the current open jobs. And as you can see, there's a range of jobs, even on this screenshot, a range in price of pay, as well as the availability and the skills level that they're asking for. Now, if you don't match any of the skills, don't worry about it. Really just take a look at the job description. And if you have questions on that, you can certainly let me know and we can talk story if that's a concern as well. You can also reach out to the department that you're interested in, because a lot of these jobs, they understand that as a student employee, this is your first time working, and they're willing to train and work with you to get you into the workforce. So once you are done searching for the job, you're going to want to add the job to your job cart. Real important that you follow the instructions. Different departments have different ways of how they want you to apply for the job. Some are going to have you do this through CIKI. Some are going to actually send you to an additional survey site, or they may even ask for you to send a resume or a skills letter or just some basic information to their email directly. Now, it's important that if this is a job that you do want, you are going to want to click on the apply and the apply now. If not, it's just going to sit in your job cart and the supervisor is not going to know that you truly are intending to apply for this job. Once you click on the apply now, it'll give you next instructions, how that supervisor wants you to apply for it. This screen will prompt if they're going to be doing an external, which can simply be that you need to email your request to the supervisor. Again, the instructions will pop up once you click on that. So from there, you're going to be taken to the screen with the contact information and how they want you to apply. As you can see, this one would have been for our office, and this is not a current position, by the way. That the bottom of it, it would say how to apply to send the resume. And for this particular one, it's a partnership with one of our other groups, the USDA, that we do also have student employees there working. So you get hired, you have the job, and then the interviewing supervisor tells you, go see student employment. You're going to come see us to do an I-9 form. The I-9 is to verify eligibility and identity. The important thing with this is that you contact us. We do encourage appointments. That way we can make sure that the area is sanitized, and we do have the dedicated space for you. And we'll walk you through the process. You don't need to research it or anything else. We'll take you through. It is done through SEAKI. The next important thing with this is that you do need to bring original forms. We are not able to accept photocopies, and that's Department of Homeland Security's regulation, not our rules. So if you have any further questions, you can certainly contact us. We have our phone number on the screen here, or you can send us an email to stemploy@hawaii.edu. That's all I have.
All right. Thank you, Marcy. Thank you, Raynell, for walking us through the steps to apply. So for all of you that are interested in anything that you've heard about today, please go to the SEAKI website and look for jobs. Submit your applications. You can already start that process so that once you get here on campus, you may be able to start within a very short period of time. Now that I-9 documentations that Marcy just mentioned needs to be done in person. So when you're coming, remember that we need those original documents. So coordinate, make sure that you have that with you when you come. But our goal is to get you into the department that wants to hire you and that you want to work in as soon as possible. So that was really the purpose for today's presentation, was to share what's already out there. For those of you that presented, thank you for the information that you shared. I heard that some of you are waiting until mid-August to open some of those positions, and we may want to revisit that in the event that we have interested students already, so we can talk to supervisors and maybe see if we can start to list some of those additional opportunities already. Other than that, lots of good information shared. We will post this recording on a website and send out an email so all of the students have access to it. Give us a day or two to make sure that we can get it all into compliance, and we will make sure that we get this out just as soon as possible. If you have any questions, you can stay on or you can pop them in the chat. Otherwise, that formally closes our presentation for today. Thank you all for joining us, and we're excited to see you all back in the fall. Take care, everybody.